I don't mind if the mountains should fall to the sea. Let it be. Kicking it with a little Jimi Hendrix here. Hey America, Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. And tonight, I got some water boiling. Whoa, took the sugar cap on. Alright, got some water boiling. We're going to take last night's cream and garlic, and I'm going to bulk that up, and we're going to add some Parmesan to that, and we're going to create an Alfredo sauce right in there. We are making chicken, Parmesan, over a bed of penne. My water's boiling right now, so I'm going to get my noodles in. And I was a hungry boy, because, yeah, I put some work in today, that's all I got to say. Oh, I was meaning to tell you, rice, like pasta, grows 2.5 pounds. So if you put in a pound of pasta, it's going to come out to 2.5 pounds. So I'm kind of just trying to eyeball how much penne for a full plate. I got a little bit left over from the other night, I think. I'll add that at the end. But I said we're going to take this to the next level. So this Olive Garden, some kind of garden place, is serving a Parmesan chicken, but we're going to take it to the next level. We are going to add some roasted red peppers. Now I'm doing this on an electric burner, so the way I'm doing it is just setting them suckers right on there, alright? And I'm going to move them around a couple of times, and we're going to burn the skin off the back, and then I'm going to cut them, and that is going to be this extra flavor that is going to go with our nice dressing of the Alfredo on the top. So I'm going to put you down on the deck so you can see what I'm doing here with my hands and what we're going to create. All right. Now I was at 6th Street Grill working there for a while, and they have a halibut Parmesan on the menu. And if you go down to the firehouse in Florence, you also find the halibut Parmesan on the menu. Halibut Parmesan was my addition to the menu. So it's really better to use halibut for this dish. Doing this with chicken is going to be a little tricky, because chicken, you don't want to lose your moisture. It's very important to keep your moisture. But with this, all right, so what I'm doing here is this is my egg batter, and we're gonna just one egg, and throw a little milk in. All right, just a hair of milk. That was maybe 1 ounce of milk in each egg, and maybe a tablespoon of milk. And each egg is 2 ounces. Okay. So we're gonna have that there. And you know, I like to do my veggies and stuff first. I got my starch going. We're gonna put a little flour right here. Whoa! I can smell my peppers burning. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Smelling good. So I just shifted them on the burner a little bit. And here, I'll give you a quick look at that. I just shifted them. Don't do this yourself. See that? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. I want it to get up on the sides a little bit more. Let me just do it by hand. Ah, that's hot! Do not do this at home. Use a pair of tongs. Be smarter than me. All right. That's going to burn the skin off. It's better to use flame, because the flame will really get all the way around it. Where was I? Okay, so we're going to come back over here. I'm going to grab a little bit of flour. our flour here. Now, this is the way it's done down at the firehouse in Florence. It is not the way it's done in 6th Street Grill. I tried to get those guys to change, but I wasn't there very long enough. Yes, I'm burning something. Excuse me. That's how I cook. Excuse me. Woo! Moving through the kitchen. I think time to get the peppers, right? Time to get the peppers. Looking good. A little hot breaker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till that cools a little bit. Woo, yeah. And then we're going to take it to the cold water, and you see how the skin just comes right off, okay? All right. So, back to the chicken. So, I'm done. That's my kung fu towel right there, man. Got to be all mine, foxy lady. All right, so here's our Parmesan. Told you I wasn't going to crack this until I was ready to do some dishes with it. Yeah, just grabbed any knife. Get up and scream, foxy. So we're gonna put a little Parmesan in there. Whoops. And okay. So this is a basic breading, all right? And we're going to get ready for my noodles to come out. They're still working. It's gonna take a little bit longer. All right, we got that. Our salt. And black pepper. Here's our pepper. Okay, now this is going directly on the chicken, so it's important that we get a good seasoning on this, all right? Because this is going to be directly on the meat. And like I said, we always like to get some salt, or at least salt, on our meat. Okay? I'm going to stir that a little bit more. And this is that special salt, so it takes a little extra. It doesn't have that hard bite of iodized salt or over-the-counter salt. It's even softer than kosher salt. Okay, there we have. So our breading goes flour, egg, now. All right, move this bread. So I'm going to scoop this over here just a little bit, because now I'm going to put some chicken on the board. I'm going to put the rest of my Parmesan in the fridge while I'm waiting, okay? Because I don't want it to get warm. All right, so now I'm going to cut our chicken. Do I need this for something? Find out. Okay. Now I got this huge breast of chicken that's way too big for this, because we want the Parmesan to toast at the same time as the chicken is cooking. So that was grizzle. We got another little bit more grizzle right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into like 2 of them. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to cut right through the center of this. Alright? You're still on. Cool. So I'm being real careful and going right down the center of that piece of meat. Pretty nice, huh? Still, that's kind of thick. So I'm going to take a little bit more off. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of pieces, I guess. That's pretty ugly there. Or maybe I'll just save this for something else. I can always use it in a stir fry. We can use just these 2 pieces. I'll take this right here. And alright, I'm just going to put that in there. Put that in the fridge. Maybe I'll use that on our Mongolian stir fry that I'm going to be doing. Gee, where am I getting all these names from? Ah. All right, so that's our chicken. And we want this to set a little in the fridge. So I'm going to do this immediately. And can you guys see? I hope you can see. So we're going to dredge it in a little bit of flour. Okay. Now this is very important because doing this allows the egg to get a firm grip on the chicken. This is not what they're doing at 6th Street Grill, but hopefully they're doing it by now. That was 6 years ago, before I entered the culinary program at Lane Community College. But I was still an addict back then. So I screwed up and lost that job. Too bad. It was a nice place. It's been around for a long time. They offer their employees medical, which is like wow, and profit sharing. Okay, so we got a nice little layer of flour on that. Little layer of flour on that. I'm making a mess. It's okay. It's my kitchen, right? And put that over there. Then we're going to go straight to. I should have been using dry hand, wet hand thing, but all things in their time. Okay, so we're going to take this. This is going to hold our chicken. And I'm going to put it back in the fridge as soon as I finish this process here. All right. So I'm going to take the egg and put it through the egg wash. That's what it's called technically, is an egg wash. And we're going to take this right here. I'll move that over here. And I want you to see all this, so I got to move things around a little bit. How are you guys doing today? I hope you got some beautiful plans for Valentine's Day. Hey, if you guys want to hear the best Valentine's Day present ever, okay? My dad got remarried. He was divorced and then got remarried in 1981 on Valentine's Day at 10 o'clock in the morning. And